Sit back and enjoy your snacks while we keep it real. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? It's your man Trey,
And it's your girl Tasha.
and it's Married to the Real. Well, we finna get that real advice. We're back for another one, y'all. Keep sending them.
Yes.
Email is married to the real at Gmail. I say again, married to the real at Gmail.
It's in the description.
You got that
Um,
right.
so this a little long one because they say, they wanted us to kind of know, yeah, we know what's going on, but they want y'all to know what's going on.
Exactly.
So, um, I guess we using his first name or
Yeah, he ain't got no last name. Shit.
okay, this is Brian. He had a 5-year relationship and was having trouble getting over her because they went through so much together. Just like in every relationship, you have ups and downs. He told us that what broke them apart was the fact that she had a miscarriage. It was hard on both of them. And, he just kind of went on to say, imagine one of your children not being alive and growing up because of a miscarriage. He tried his best to be there for her, but it wasn't enough. So basically, fast forward 6 months, he was finally able to move on. He met a girl that he liked, that he has a lot in common with. I think they've been dating. They went on a couple of dates. They've been dating about a month now, and they feel the same way about each other. But the other day, he got a call from his ex. She called crying, telling him that she's sorry for pushing him away and for taking her pain out on him, and that she misses him and wants him back in her life. He doesn't know what to do, of course. He likes the girl that he's seeing now, because they have so much in common. But after that call from his ex, it made all his feelings come back. So he's just trying to see what he should do because he's thinking about it nonstop. So I'm gonna give my little 2 cents, of course, as usual, ladies first, and then I'm gonna pass it on over to you, boy. Now this can go one of two ways. Oh, what you say? Um, if you had a good relationship with the girl you were with for 5 years, and the only thing that caused y'all to break up was the fact that y'all had a miscarriage together, I can see, after 6 months, everybody has their own grieving period. Everybody goes through, especially if she's never had children before, and this was her, first miscarriage, or she got far along and lost the baby after getting attached. Like everybody has their own grieving period when it comes to something like that. It could have took her 6 months to clear her head, to get over it, to realize she was wrong, and that you weren't the problem, it was her. It could be that everything she's saying is genuine, and that, if it wouldn't have been for that situation, you guys would still be together. But you also have to look at the fact that down the line, if y'all do get back together and she has another miscarriage, is she gonna be able to open up to you, or is it gonna be the same situation again? Now, I would pray that nothing like that happen again, because that's not. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Um, and then, of course, you have the girl that you're seeing now that you say you have so much in common with, even though you haven't known her a long time. And it's just like most people are gonna go back to their ex if you have a lot of history and it wasn't like damaging history. If it was just the fact because y'all went through something, like most people bond over trauma. I'm just gonna be honest. Like a lot of people bond over stuff like that. So I'm not gonna just tell you to break up with the girl that you just now been seeing, because that could be your soulmate and you don't know. But you're gonna have to be careful with this one because you cannot juggle two girls at the same time as well. Um, it's kind of hard because you basically either gonna have to break up with the girl you with to go back to your ex and see if that's gonna work out, or you're gonna have to keep dating the girl you with to see where it goes, and just let your ex know that you may not be able to be there for her in that way anymore. And that, I mean, that's the being forward way to handle it, and not trying to be shady and just see which one work out while dating them both. Like that's the best way to handle it. But I mean, it seems like your feelings for your ex runs deeper. It seems like the girl you're with now. I don't know how long it's been. As you said, 6 months. So it's been like 6 months since y'all broke up. So
At least 2 months, y'all been talking. I say 2 months. A couple of dates,
yeah,
a month at the least. Y'all been talking at least
yeah.
a
He
month.
said he been talking for a little over a month.
Okay.
So it's like one of those things where she could be fun because of the relationship you just got out of. Like, is there somebody you would have had interest in if that wouldn't have happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to look at it from all them different perspectives. Like, is this just kind of like a rebound? Do I really like this girl? Like, if me and my ex would have never broke up, would she even be on my radar? You have to think about stuff like that too. But I'm gonna let him take it. You go ahead and spit your knowledge because that's tricky.
It's tricky,
I'm gonna
bro.
sip on this water.
100% right now. Look, you tried to be there. She wouldn't let you be there. I don't. And also in a video, drop your ages. Her age, your age, and in a situation like this, the other girl age. So I can balance it. And yes, age doesn't mean maturity or knowing all. I'm just trying to get a feel. You know what I'm saying? A generalization of where I'm going. So with this, you were with this person for 5 years. So let's say you were 20 when you first hooked up with this person. 5 years now, you're 25. The new girl you're with is 25 as well. So y'all mid 20s, right? Your ex had a miscarriage. You were planning a future with this girl. Possible marriage, babies, white picket fence, you know what I'm saying? Dogs, you know what I'm saying? 2 cars and the family car. All that shit. So you finna get there. You finna take it there. Because a baby is the next step mostly. And something traumatic happened. You seem like the stand-up guy. You said you were trying to be there for her. So with that, she wouldn't allow you. So in your head, you might feel some resentment. You might hold it against her. Well, she wouldn't let me be there. Now I'm mad. Will she do it again? Something traumatic happens. Will she let me in again? And will she push me away? And then I'm back in the same situation. Another 5 years gone by. Something bad happened. You push me away. We break up. That shit is a never-ending cycle. 6 months after 5 years, y'all back together again. You gotta look at this for your benefit. Is this girl worth going back to? Also, what has happened in her life to want to come back to you now after all this time? Has she been dating? Does she know you're dating? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like
I'm like, does she know you dating?
Y'all
I'm like,
talk about all that.
I'm like, are you posting all your pictures and stuff on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook with this girl going on these dates?
Yeah, with the point he trying to get to is like if she's seeing your life now and trying to come back because you with somebody else.
You see what I'm
or
saying?
Or she really want to come back. I feel like a conversation should be had and y'all should be honest with each other.
What made you
if
hit
you
me
feel
up?
like you want to go forward? Because like I said, if she was a good girl, like if y'all never had no big trouble with this and she never cheated on you or nothing like that, you know, like that was the only issue y'all had. It could just be that she needed time to clear her head because that is a big thing to deal with. Just like when you have a baby, like if you, God forbid, I ever went through postpartum depression, I would want him. I know him to be the kind of guy to stick around, of course, but I'm saying any woman would want that man to stick around in that situation, even though it may not be ideal because it's not always something you can control. So, I mean, it's just, that's a tough one. I won't lie, that kind of hits deep, you know, because I want y'all to be happy when y'all, you know, I love. We want y'all to be happy and make the right decisions, of course.
But you have to do what's right for you.
True.
And I'm
you
gonna
can't
teach
go
y'all
back for her just because
exactly.
you feel like, oh, she had a miscarriage and I want to help her through whatever. Like, you have to go back because you know this is the person for you. You love her. You don't want to spend time without her. You glad she got her shit together and now you ready to go back in. Like, and it got to be like that.
And yes, you're with the new girl and things are new and exciting. You don't know the bad with her yet. Right. And 2-3 months down the line, you might not even be with this girl. The new girl you're with. And that's all fine and well, but the other girl waited 6 months or so to get back with you. What was she doing during that time? You have to ask these questions for you.
You can't just jump back. You got.
Oh, she back?
Y'all gotta have a discussion because you have to also let it be known that if we were ever to go through this situation again, I'm gonna need you to talk to me. Like, we cannot go through what we went through before. Like, there has to be a conversation. And that's what honestly break a lot of people up. They don't want to talk. It's hard having a hard conversation with somebody you care about. It is, period. And then, like, a lot of people don't know how to handle, like, to me, therapy is the conversation with a mediator. Like, to me, that's all it is.
And right now, I'm your mediator.
Because in an argument at home, it's like, oh, you going at me, I'm going at you. Ain't nobody being the bigger person. But in the therapy session, it's like the therapist gonna cut you off and be like, okay, you've had your turn, now let this person speak. Like, to me, I'm not saying, I'm not like trying to cut a therapist reputation short or anything like that, because I know they're good at what they do. But I'm just saying,
So,
sometimes you gotta be the bigger person and not let your emotions get ahead of you. Like if y'all sit down and had a conversation and she like, oh yeah, well I dated, and then I realized that you were the one for me. Like you can't get mad and be like, well, no, I'm not fucking with you no more because you was dating somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't talk to me. Like you can't get mad at her because now you're dating too. Like y'all have to be open minded about stuff.
yeah. But Ryan, do what's best for you, man.
Yeah.
And only you know what's best for you. I'm gonna keep saying that in all these videos. We can give you all the advice in the world, but you wanted an outside source to help give you perspective besides family and friends that you know who gonna pick and choose. They're gonna tell you, no, go back to her. Oh no, man, stick with the new chick. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna let you make that choice because only you can make that choice.
Yeah, but I
Don't fuck everybody else, man. They can't live your life for you. I'm gonna drill that into y'all head until y'all fucking get it. Your life is your life.
Right. But
live your life.
I feel like y'all definitely should have a conversation. Though, if you do decide to move forward, y'all definitely need to talk first before it just.
And this ain't just no one-time talk either, bro.
Right. Y'all gotta figure out like, just like with us, when we mad at each other, we two different people. When I'm mad, I like to talk. When he mad, he like to be left alone. Like there's something y'all gotta figure out about each other, and y'all gotta find a way to find like common ground.
And
like,
if she like to,
if we disagree with each other and it getting heated, I had to learn how to be like, okay, we'll come back and talk about this when you feel like it, because if not, it just gonna like boil over.
and if she's the kind of person that needs to be left alone, give her that time.
Right.
Give her that time.
Because most people,
True.
if
Give her
you
that
really
time.
give them space, they'll come to you when they ready. If they really invested, they'll
like
come
give
to
her
you.
time. It might take an hour. It might take a whole day. But if you give her that time and like let her know, hey, if you need a day, but a whole fucking week later, nah, hell nah, that's too long, bro. That's you tripping. You out here wilding. Nah, a day at most. At most.
Maybe two, because depending on how heated it is, it could take a little while. Because sometimes you might be like, I don't need to look at you right now. Like
Maybe so, maybe two,
Yeah.
at max 2.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, do what's best for you,
But
man.
I really am sorry for y'all loss.
Truly,
That's a
hard
loss.
pill to swallow, man.
And there's a lot of women that go through that more than you may think. But it's all about how you talk to each other to get through that. Like I wish that situation for you guys would have brought y'all closer versus separating y'all, because but that's just one of them situations. Like same as if you actually lost in that, like if your child was born and you lost a child, that's a tough thing to go through. Right. So I hope everything works out. I know you say you're thinking about it, nonstop. It's just one of them situations where like you might have to wear your heart on your sleeve and just either go with your gut or whatever. Like sometimes it's just like that. If you feel like that girl was the one for you, and that's the only thing that messed it up, y'all might need to have a conversation, and you might need to see if it goes.
Yeah, and in the future, if y'all do feel like y'all want to have kids again, you need to see a doctor first.
Yeah,
take every precaution.
It could have been something. I mean, I don't want to say nothing was wrong with y'all, but I mean, maybe she was just going through a stressful situation,
and she didn't know she was going through a stressful situation.
Stress on her body, because I mean, it happens, and it don't take much. So
no,
everybody do different.
Hey man, you stay up, you stay real. I hope your situation works out the best way for you, because only you can live your life. It's your man Trey,
and it's your girl Tasha.
Man to the real. Hey, Ryan, be real to yourself. Nobody else, man. Stay real, bro.
You already watch, so you might as well subscribe, please.